What's going on, y'all? It's Malcolm Miller here, and I'm live giving a reaction to the fight yesterday night. Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor. Floyd Mayweather was victorious, making his record 50-0 with 27 knockouts now added. He won by technical knockout in the 10th round, TKO. And to me, anybody with eyes could have saw this coming. First of all, Floyd Mayweather has been a professional for 19 years. 18 years of those 19, he's been world champion. He's dominated the sport in the last 10 years. Even when he's been retired, he's been the most talked about name and spoken about name in the fight game, period, besides Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor, his popularity has risen to extreme heights in the past 2 to 3 years, and Buzz has been talking about them guys fighting. Finally, they get these two in a square circle in a boxing ring, and the outcome was predictable to me. If you see that one guy has never been in a professional boxing match at all, and you put him in with the greatest fighter of his generation, you know the outcome gonna be a W on a guy that's been the greatest fighter in his generation for the last 19 years. You know the W was gonna come on his end. But you had some people that thought, man, Conor McGregor, he's an unorthodox type of guy. He's gonna rattle Floyd. His cockiness, his brashness, his power that we see in the UFC fights that he's had, it's going to throw Floyd Mayweather off. He's going to get hit with some sharp shots, and Floyd not going to be able to take that. But I thought that was crazy because Floyd has been known to fight against huge punchers, guys that can pack a mean menace and punch. Guys like DeMarcus Chop Chop Corley, Marcos Maidana, Canelo Alvarez, and Floyd was still able to withstand all the punches that these guys took. So to me, a punch from Conor McGregor was still going to be able, Floyd was still going to be able to withstand that, even at the age of 40, right? But the 40-year-old age made it interesting to say, okay, Floyd's 40 years old now. Now we can sell a fight on the fact that, hey, he might not be able to keep up with this young 28-year-old lion. Put him in that square ring, and we're going to see what's going to happen. But at the end of the day, the better fighter, the professional, won as expected. But this was a very, very interesting fight. A lot of people thought it was going to be a farce. It was going to be laughable. It was going to be a clown show. But hey, Conor McGregor, he put up a very good fight, especially in the beginning rounds. He saw himself winning these rounds, and a lot of people was like, damn, like, he won some rounds against the best fighter, especially the best defensive fighter this generation has seen, like, period. I think the best defensive fighter ever. And to win those rounds against Floyd Mayweather, and you've never been in the boxing ring, people are like, damn, like, he's actually doing well. He landed some great punches, even landed a nice uppercut in a fight in the beginning rounds, and it looked like, hey, he might be in control a little bit. But for anybody that watches Floyd Mayweather fights, you know that Floyd usually takes those first 3 rounds off. He takes those rounds off to fill out his opponent, or to let his opponent punch himself out to see what type of endurance and stamina he has. In this case, Conor McGregor has not fought in more than 25 minutes in a fight before. So Floyd want to say, okay, cool. Let's see if he can punch himself out. Let's see what he's made of. Let's see if his conditioning and his training has prepared him for an actual 12-round boxing match. Because Floyd, like, he's not gonna get me out of there early. He's not gonna beat me. He's not gonna knock me out. So let's see if he can tire. Let's see how much endurance he got. He did that, and Conor McGregor began to break down and tire tremendously in the later rounds. The 4th on down, he started to wear him. He was worn out, and you can see it. Even in the punches he was throwing, it wasn't any umph in the punches. A lot of those punches were pity-pat punches, and Floyd went straight at him and attacked him. A lot different, a way different tactic than we used to seeing from Floyd Mayweather. He's more of a counter puncher. He's a guy that's going to respond to the huge punches that you throw, and he's not gonna go and leave himself out there to just be the aggressor. But he went straight to him. Teddy Atlas made a great point in a boxing match. In a boxing match to break Rocky Marciano's record, Floyd Mayweather had to fight more like Rocky Marciano and not like himself, or the usual Floyd of the last 10 years. He wasn't a counterpuncher last night. He took it to him, and he took it to him hard. Now, a lot of guys say, well, the referee ended the fight way too soon. He should have let Conor fall and give him the count. Right? And I agree on that fact because it would have made it more interesting. It would have provided more of a spectacle, and we would have seen, it would have just been more dramatic, more drama on the fight. But at the end of the day, the ref made the right decision because he stopped that fight immediately when it was supposed to be stopped. 2 or 3 more headshots from the champ, and Conor McGregor was going to be carried out that ring. period. Now, you could say he's a pillow puncher. He doesn't hit hard, but Conor was feeling something. Those punches were some devastating punches from the champ. Even at 40 years old, they had snap on him. 2 or 3 more of those headshots, he would have been out of there, lights out, game over, and it could have been bad. The ref did the right thing. Hey, this guy's not used to fighting a world-class boxer. He's taking a lot of punishment. We're going to end it early and get him out of there. Floyd Mayweather said he's done. He's done fighting. He hanging up, and I believe so. He should do that. At 40 years old, he put on a great show, but fighting like that against world-class fighters like Terrence Crawford, Gennady Golovkin, guys of those nature, that was not going to be the fight. That was not the performance he would have needed. That performance wouldn't have been enough to take out those guys at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if Floyd was just roping open us and giving us what he wanted, just giving us a show because he know a lot of people bought into this fight and paid a lot of money to view a pay-per-view. Paid so much money that the fight was stalled because people were still trying to buy the fight after they were saying, "Oh, we ain't buying this. I'm not buying this." They bought in eventually, as Floyd predicted. So I think he wanted to give people their money's worth and put on a show. But the effort that he put out last night will not be enough to stop a young lion like Terrence Crawford, an actual professional boxer who has a huge resume. Nah, it wouldn't have been enough. But Conor McGregor, some people say, man, maybe Conor McGregor should look into boxing professionally. Maybe he should look into continuing his boxing career. And to that answer, hell no. Because if he would have went in there with Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Crawford, hell, even Adrian Broner, I think Broner would have knocked him out. Like, for real. Like, no problem. No problem to it. You know what I mean? Because those guys are younger. Floyd's 40 years old. He's took 2 years off from the sport. And taking 2 years off from the sport at that age does something to you. A younger guy would have chopped him down immediately. There's no question, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Overall, great fight. Floyd made an easy $300 million last night. Come on, man. I'm in the wrong profession. He making money like that? I need to be a boxer. But shoot, I ain't got the defense that Floyd got, period. But Floyd's able to ride off into the sunset with his money, take his cash and run. If he got to pay the IRS, which he denied, hey, give him that bread that you won last night. Give him some of that. Cut him off that check and you cool. You can live and be a promoter for the rest of your life and train up these young guys, these young fighters in your stable like Gervonta Davis, Jalen Love, and Devin Haney, these guys of that nature. You can train up those guys and keep going with the rest of your life. Hey, champ, you earned over $1 billion in the sport. Something that some of the greatest fighters, some of the most offensive fighters that we love to see growing up, Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson, outside of my era, Muhammad Ali, they never got to see these type of $1 million. Floyd broke the bank better than any fighter has ever done. Roy Jones Jr. couldn't do it. Bernard Hopkins couldn't do it. Oscar De La Hoya couldn't do it. He needed Floyd to get some of that money. So Floyd did a great thing, and he proved to have a hellacious career, a hell of a career. Proud of that man because, hey, he fought. He did it his way. He didn't let anybody sucker him into saying you need to be a straight up toe-to-toe fighter all your career. He did it smart, and he's leaving the game with all his faculties. He's able to talk and articulate himself a lot better than a lot of these fighters. A lot of these guys are punch drunk now. They can barely talk. You can barely understand what they're saying. They having head trauma problems, all these type of different issues, and he's working around perfectly fine at 40 years old, and he looks like he's in tip-top shape. Look at him at 40 years old. He looks great. You know what I mean? So, hey, but great effort from Conor McGregor. I give him a lot of respect, man. He fought his heart out, did the best that he could. I respect him for even stepping in the ring with the champ and believing he can actually win. It takes a certain type of confidence from a fighter, and that shows why Conor has been dominating the UFC like that. He has a different type of confidence and swagger about himself that a fighter needs to be a killer, and, hey, that's what he is. He just so happened to be in the ring with the greatest fighter to ever grace the sport, and what to grace the sport in the past 10, 15 years. That's all it is. You know, he was in there with the greatest, with the best fighter in the world, even at 40 years old. So, hey, a great fight. I'm looking to see what Conor's going to do next in the UFC, and I'm interested to see what Floyd's younger guys are going to do. Will we see another Floyd Mayweather? Will we see another guy that can make $300 million in a night in boxing? Hopefully so, because I'm a huge boxing fan. I want to see a young guy come out and sell and do those pay-per-view numbers. Hopefully Errol Spence Jr. or Terrence Crawford can be that guy. Gervonta Davis, hey, Tank they want to see if Tank can fight Lomachenko. We can see if it happens. Tank he put out a very bad showing last night. It wasn't impressive at all. he got to come back and bounce back from that, because on a stage like this, when you're on an undercard this big, you got to come and perform, young man. He got to be able to perform. He going to have to move up to the 135 because he looking like he can't make that weight no more. So we're going to see what's going to happen. Interested to see what will boxing be like without Floyd Mayweather Jr. How will it hold up? The integrity of boxing did not take a hit last night. Unfortunately, people thought it was going to ruin the integrity of boxing. They thought, man, if Floyd does this fight, it's going to make boxing look crazy. But he didn't. The boxing didn't take a hit at all because Floyd finished him off and got that knockout. If he would have went all 12 rounds and left it to the scorecards, it probably would have been bad. But Floyd beat him. He beat him handedly, and especially in the later rounds, got him up out of there. Boxing keeps his legacy intact. MMA still does fine because Conor put out a great showing and great effort. So, hey, who knows what's going to happen? Who knows, will we see more MMA guys trying to come over to boxing? But I think it's going to be the same outcome. Just like if you put Floyd in the ring in an octagon with Conor, it was going to be over quick, 30, 40 seconds immediately with his striking ability and kicking ability and the jiu-jitsu and all the martial arts that's involved. And submissions, Floyd would have been out of there quick. But nonetheless, great fight. And want to see what's going to happen from Conor's career. Signing off.